today I am going to be talking about, well, not today because it's still the same day, but in this segment, should I start this over? Nope. In this segment, I am going to talk about how other people telling me who I am inspired me to figure out who I really was so that I could tell those other people to shut the fuck up. I've always had a reputation as being sensitive and emotional, and those are the main ones. And I feel like for a while, for a long, probably up until like last year, that was always like a negative thing. But I think that my sensitivity and my emotions are what make me so beautiful. And I'm literally just now learning this. Like last night I cried and I felt like it was a release, and I used to judge myself every time I cried because I felt like, oh, I'm crying over this, I'm crying over that, all this stuff. But now I feel like when I cry, it's just a beautiful feeling. Like I'm just releasing and I just feel renewed the next day, and it's just beautiful. But 2016, there were a lot of people in my life who I thought they knew me, and then it seemed like when there was a negative turn in our relationship, or when I started standing up for myself, or when I started protecting my own energy, basically when I stopped kissing ass, I got called a lot of different things. I remember I was called a fake animal activist, and I remember that was from a former friend who like really supported my animal activism for the longest. So I thought that was like weird, and then like I knew that I wasn't a fake animal activist. You know when people are mad and they just say stuff, and you're just like, okay. And if it was Atiya from 2014, maybe I would have been like, yeah, maybe I'm not a real animal activist. Like, let me reevaluate my entire life. Or a family member said that something I said was rude and disrespectful, and I feel like there are a lot of words that can be used for me positive, and I'm sure that there are some negative words too. I'm not perfect, but the positive definitely outweigh the negative, but rude and disrespectful, if you read those words and say, name a person in your life who's rude and disrespectful, it ain't Atiya. So I cannot identify with that, and I felt like the universe just kept giving me these situations, and I'm just like, that's not who I am. Like, I'm not a fake animal activist, I'm not rude, and I'm not disrespectful. And there are so many other times and situations that things like this have happened. So that forced me though to finally realize, like, no one can tell me who I am. In my whole life, I felt like I've allowed other people to tell me who I am. That's no fault of their own. They can say whatever they want. It's just for me to understand that only I know who I am. Can you sit there and think about that for a second? Just close your eyes, put your hands up, and just think. Only I know who I am. And it is not up to me to prove who I am to anyone. As long as I know who I am, you can open your eyes. And that's such a beautiful thought. And I know that I might forget this, and so I'm going to have to watch this video to remind myself that. But it's such a beautiful thought to know that no matter what anyone says, it doesn't matter. There's this book called The Four Agreements. I quote it all the time. I've read it probably 3 or 4 times, like to the point where I put myself kind of on punishment for reading it, and I have to read another book. Like, I can't keep reading that same book. But he talks about, the author Don Miguel Ruiz talks about not taking things personally, and how someone can say, you are so stupid. You're the most stupid person on this earth. I've never met anybody so stupid. You're dumb. You're so dumb. But then the next second, they can turn around and they can say, you really are so amazing. Like, you're probably one of the best people I know. You're just that amazing. So the first time you think, well, I'm stupid. Like, how they know? Like, how they know I'm stupid? Like, it must be true because they said it. But then they turn back around and then they say, oh, you're so smart. You're the best thing that ever happened. And it's like, wow, I'm smart. I'm the best thing that ever happened. You can't go with the ebb and flow of people. Like, people are just as confused as you are. People are just as confused as I am. So we can't just like go on people's waves and roller coasters. And that's what I've learned. And as an empath, it's so hard. It's so hard, y'all. It is so hard. Oh, by the way, the definition of an empath is it's exhausting. So I feel like I want to thank the people who have thrown these adjectives at me, because it's made me stronger. It's like the song Fighter. It's like, it just made me that much stronger. So I appreciate it. I was trying to remember the lyrics and I can't right now. But I'm so excited to post this video because I just feel like I'm growing so much, and these helicopters are kind of annoying me right now. But it's okay, because I'm ending this video anyways. So please, whenever you forget this, watch this video to remember, close your eyes. Let's do one more meditation. Close your eyes. Fingers up, or do whatever you want to do. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. No one can tell me who I am, and it is not my responsibility to prove who I am to other people.